Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes. Today, we're talking about reframing change. Are you ready? Let's get started. Let me tell you something you already know. Change is hard. You've experienced lots of change at work, and it's hard. At the end of the day, when we change, we've made a choice, right? We've said, okay, I'm in for this change. So what everyone who's leading a change or communicating about a change is trying to do is get people to say, I'm in. I'm ready to go. But here's what happens most of the time. Most of the communication about the change is about the change itself. What's changing? How we're going to change it. All the stuff that's going to be different. All of that, of course, is important. We have to know what's changing, but there's something else that we're missing. Actually, three things that we're missing. If you get these three things right, you have a much better chance of success. So if you're going to be communicating about change, I want you to communicate about the change differently in these three ways. First, start with the changed state. Don't say we got to change all this stuff. Say, here's where we're going to end up. Talk about the destination, where we're going to be at the end, what it will look like. And then talk about the why. Talk about the benefits of being in that new place, in that new changed state. Talk about the impacts. Help people find the benefits for themselves. Super important. Now, you've probably heard those two things, whether we do them well enough or not, are something else. But there's a third thing that most people miss, and that is talk about what's not changing. What do you mean, Kevin? Well, too often this is left out. I want you to think about it this way. You're introducing a new process at work. This process has 12 steps. Well, listen, everybody, we're going to change this process. There are three things that are changing about the process. We have to change this, we have to change this, and we have to change this. And we go back and forth and reinforce the fact that we're changing this and this and this. 3 out of the 20 steps. What if instead you said, we're going to make some change. Here's where we're going to end up. Here's why that's going to be better for us. And really, while there is some change, we're only changing about 15% of the process. Most everything is staying the same. Now, let's talk about what's different. Now, if someone introduces a change to you that way and takes you through it in that way, aren't you in a different state of mind? Oh, first of all, it's not going to be as hard because a lot of it's already the same. I don't have to forget everything I know. There's just a few things that are going to change. When we help people see it in that way, we've got a much better chance of success. When we talk about what isn't changing, it makes it easier for us to accept what is changing as well. Let me close with today's tweet. When communicating change, make sure people see how much isn't changing to give the perspective and hope that they can handle what is changing. Speaking of changing, the future of our work is changing. Where we work and when we work and how we work and who we work with, it's all in a state of flux. We talk about it as the future of work, and each week we produce a newsletter to help you think about the latest ideas, give you the newest skills and mindsets to be successful in the future of work. That newsletter is available to you free. All you've got to do is sign up. All the information is right here. Hope you'll do that, and I hope you'll join us next week for another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.